Why do we try to break something that cannot be broken? There is no magic needle to pierce the order, but only a premonition born to break, wetting the future of the ceramic fragments. It is a vice that reduces complex relationships to simple line segments. It is an unconscious reflex to peel off something unnameable stuck in the bones of a concept. A formless tremble that lies in the depths of knowledge. Breaking down it is not rebellion, not regression, not destruction, but imitation. It is a comic drama that plays out its beginnings without knowing its origins. The end of those who wanted only a response without touching the truth. Risk is the price for the future, and senseless action is a gesture toward freedom. This world exists to be destroyed, or the impulse to destroy gave birth to the world. The question that is etched into the skin with every nail in the unanswerable, self-referential wholeness is the stone trapped in the cage of inner peace that must be shattered first. The blow of the confronted being, returned to nothingness by the impulse of a single stab, is the clamor of a revolutionary flower, not fearing the illusion of risk, not dancing with the impulse of destruction, but not rejecting the destiny of breakthrough, a cautious step and a reckless flight. If it is a rash and delusional act, it is nothing more than a froth. However, if we stand between madness and wisdom, if we break down correctly and build correctly, the world will let go of its gravity and play a new rhythm. The hand touches a contour line that has not yet finished forming. The contour is afraid to be a contour, waiting for the mass to fill its interior. But that airtight, silent premonition is a tentative equilibrium floating over a rift that no one can confirm. The moment someone or something suddenly exerts force, the contour cannot withstand the impulse of self-preservation and turns into a trigger to break itself. The contradiction, which can only be named as a premonition of an attempt, knows the meaning of breaking for the first time, but the word to name the process leading to the breaking is still in the process of generation. The word lags behind and the action precedes. It is this twist in the order that gives rise to the fiction of risk. In a space where there is no scale to measure the legitimacy of breaking, hands, feet, and voice are gestures that precede meaning, uttered at an unknown speed. It is nothing more than the unexpected birth of a movement that betrays its own contours, without the contours of intention. The risk of breaking through is always understood belatedly. Breaking through is justified by risk, and risk is made visible by breaking through. This reciprocal circuit is the invisible web that stretches around the feet of existence. Therefore, the gesture of breaking through is always defined not in the here and now, but in the once and there. What was once nothing more than a slight, what was once nothing more than a delusion, is transformed into something sublime or foolish by words added after the fact. We are always walking on that web. He who walks unknowingly is innocent. He who walks knowingly is full of futility. Will we break the net or will we be entangled in it? The choice itself is merely a condition already built into the net. The delusion of the risk of breaking through is a needle hole in the binding of existence itself, the undifferentiated contours that settle in the veins of thought. The sound of stepping through that thin ice never reaches anyone's eardrums, and yet we can feel it with our souls. The moment when the foundation of the world slightly deflects, the urge to destroy is the budding of skepticism that nestles in nameless nerves. We wonder at perfect stability. We doubt harmony. We listen for the faintest noise mixed with a grain of light. Detecting invisible cracks is a play of inevitable coincidences, but the backbone of the will to break through is always entangled with delusion. The moment the breaking itself becomes an objective, risk mimics desire. The pleasure of destroying what is here leaves a void in the future. But even this void is a deception that is enshrined as the germ of contemplation. An unbalanced pendulum swings between action and result. The persistence to seize what will collapse if touched before it crumbles. Reckless fingertips show a yearning for possibility, or a paralyzed sensitivity intoxicated by the endless loop of destruction. The honor given only to breaking stability and burying order. The embodiment of this speed is a celebratory phrase to replace the impulse that lands on the ground, as light as a feather, and is eventually covered by a thin film called oblivion. The memory of what has been broken will not remain in the palm of the broken. All that remains is the hunger for the next destruction. The world repeats itself. Only by repeating can we be allowed to create and collapse over and over again.